What's good, everyone? Welcome back to a very special episode of GNG News. Today I have finally got myself a new phone, aka a new device to record on. So previously I was using a Samsung Galaxy A73 and that did everything I needed. I had that phone I think since like 2019, and now it just runs so slow. It still creates a good quality image, but it just runs so slow that I thought, you know what, it's time for me to upgrade my phone. Now on Amazon recently they have, I think there's going to be like the Galaxy A55 A56 5G coming out soon, because they've reduced a load of these. So there are two different models of this phone in particular. There's the 128GB variant and there's the 254GB variant. I have the 128GB variant. It comes in 4 colorways. Now weirdly, all these colorways are called Awesome. So this is, I believe, Awesome Blue or Awesome Ice Blue. There was like an Awesome Black, there was an Awesome like pink, and there was an Awesome Yellow. I wanted it in black, but available in black it was like an extra £17, and I thought, well, is the color really going to be an issue when straight away, of course, I'm going to be, you know, throwing a case onto this because I do not want to break or smash my phone. So yeah, I decided to not do that. But anyways, before we get into the unboxing, I'm going to run through some specs very quickly with you. So obviously it's made from an aluminium metal frame. It has cornering Gorilla Glass Victus. It comes with Samsung's Knock Vault security, which is on a lot of the newer Samsung phones. It uses a octa-core processor. It has 120Hz refresh rate maxed out. It has a Super AMOLED screen, and that is my biggest takeaway from having Samsungs are two things. They have great screens and they normally have better batteries than Sony and some of the other competitors that are out there, such as iPhone. There's a slow-mo motion recording setting, which is 240 frames per second at 30 fps. There is a Ultra HD 4K 3840 by 2160 HD 30 frames per second. So that's like the top quality that you can record in. There are 3 rear cameras, one being 50 megapixel, one being 12 megapixel, one being 5 megapixel, and the front camera is 32 megapixels. There's also a 10 times zoom as well on the rear camera. You can expand the memory. Now a lot of people were getting confused and thinking that there wasn't a memory card slot. There is a memory card slot with the phone, but this phone only allows you to have 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and 1 memory card in the phone at one time. There isn't a slot for an additional you know, device, whether that be a memory card or a SIM card. So remember, you can put a SIM card inside of this phone, but it means that you will sacrifice having a second SIM. So if you're somebody who only uses 1 SIM, like how most people do, then this will not be a problem or issue to you. You can expand the memory, but you can only expand the memory with the SD card slot up to 1 terabyte. So, you know, that will give you a decent amount of memory. Just to let everybody know as well, if you are getting the 128GB variant, you're only getting about 105 gig, sorry, of actual internal storage, as obviously there's like pre-saved apps, the operating system, so on and so forth, that take up some of the memory of the phone itself. Another reason why I upgraded to this phone in particular is it has a 5000 milliamp battery capacity, which is stronger and better than my previous phone that I was telling you about. And also with using a phone over time, you'll start to wear away at the battery, so we have a brand new battery to use. There's going to be software support for this device up until the 31st of March 2028. So, you know, you've got a good 4.5 years until that's going to kick in. The display as well is 1080 by 2340 full HD display. So yeah, I am pretty happy with this, I ain't gonna lie. So without further ado, I guess we better get into obviously unboxing this bad boy of a phone. It says it was made in India. So let's have a look at the back. Now, one thing I wanted to show you guys, you probably won't even better pick it up, but it actually says just there, the box does not include travel adapter, power adapter, earphones and accessories are sold separately. So they really are trimming down on what they're putting inside these boxes. Also, this is like a paper type box. Not like when you get the flagship phones, you normally get a better feeling box. But nonetheless, inside of this, I presume it's probably just going to be the phone. So yeah, I guess without further ado, we better crack this open and show you what it looks like. So once that comes off, here we go. Okay, so they have given us a SIM tool ejector kit, which is pretty neat. Okay, they did actually give us a charge wire, just probably no plug, as it said. This is like that sort of recycled paper material. This is the warranty card, and this is the quick startup guide. That's quite a thick manual. You don't really get manuals like that these days, so that's pretty cool. And last but not least, the piece de resistance is probably just going to be the phone. Yeah, it's just the phone. There's nothing else inside, just the phone. So this is the phone itself. Alright, so I'm going to show you the phone, and then I'm going to put it into a screen protector into a case quickly, because I don't like I hate having phones like this. And this is a very new feeling. This is actually like a recycled paper that they've put on this. I've never had recycled paper for, what's it called? I'm trying to think, for the packaging, that's the word. Yeah, for the packaging. I've never had recycled paper put around the phone for the packaging. So that's new, and it's quite inventive. And I guess if you're one of those people that, you know, likes inventive packaging, then this might be up your alley. But yeah, I was trying to not rip it. I was trying to not do that, but it's done now. Anyways, let's have a look at the bezel of the phone. Very nice. So this will be the unlock button, volume up, that'll be volume down. There's no other buttons on this. It's a very smooth design, very smooth display. Like the bigger feel to it, definitely feels bigger than my other phone. And on the top here is obviously where you're going to be putting in your SIM card. So I'm going to check just to show you all, because that was the main reason. I would have ordered this phone a couple of weeks ago, but that was the main reason I was kind of put off ordering this phone. Was yeah, I seen a couple of videos of people like, oh, you can't put a memory card into this phone. So let's just show you all. This is the SIM 1 slot. This is the SIM 2 slot, but you see there it says micro SD, meaning you can put yourself a memory card into this phone. So what I'm going to do, because I actually have one to hand from one of my previous phones, is I have 128 gigabyte micro SD XC integral V30 memory card, and I'm going to put this into this device because I want to expand the memory, but I want to make sure that this obviously works, because, you know, that was a big thing for me, was getting this device. Will I be able to expand the memory, or will I have to use a different memory card? Now this says micro SD, this is SDXC, so I don't know if that is gonna fit. Okay, so I believe it does, but you have to just put it in a specific way, and once it's slotted in, it shouldn't come out. All right, there we go. So that is in. So you can put a memory card inside of this phone. Do not believe all the hype. All right, anyways, let's just reinsert that back in. I hate having those out for too long. Okay, there should be some sort of charge with the device, as generally they have some sort of charge. We'll see. It might be completely flat. If it is completely flat, then that is going to be the end of this video. If not, we'll be back very soon. But I guess I should put the screen protector on nonetheless, just so you guys can see that applied to the phone. Befittingly, I got a blue screen protector, as I've had quite a few blue screen protectors over the years. I normally get the same sort of case as well. So that should go like that. There we go. So the screen is protected. I did want to show this on and working just for you guys, just so you could see, you know, the initial turn on of the phone, but it seems that that's not working. So let's leave that on charge for a minute, and yeah, hopefully, I say hopefully, there shouldn't be any problems, should turn on fine. But generally, when you get a phone, they're normally got like 5 or 10% charge inside of them. Maybe Samsung are deciding, you know, we're not going to do that just to save ourselves some money, I guess. But yeah, I'm just going through the startup guide. There's nothing else here that you need to really know. Only thing I would say, obviously, just remember, you know, if you're somebody who wants to have 2 SIM cards, you cannot have 2 SIM cards inside of this phone with having a additional SD card. But this phone does support eSIM, so a lot of my friends who live all over the world use eSIMs, and if you're somebody who uses an eSIM, you can technically use an eSIM instead of using a physical SIM, if that helps you out. But either way, I think the phone's going to take a little while to turn itself on, set itself up, so on and so forth. So I will do a video initially setting the phone up in the future. If you have enjoyed watching this unboxing of a Samsung Galaxy A55 5G 128 gig variant, then leave a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications if you haven't done already, and either way, I'll see you in another one real soon.